if you want to just check this out, I'm going to glue just the waist for now. Putting a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue, just so you guys know. We're going to get glue dripping all over the place. It's just inevitable. But waist, not the whole back all at once. That's crazy. If you're doing purfling right now too, it would also be a different story because you wouldn't be able to do this much all at one shot. But it's just the bind. You can do that. Be a little wild. Glue arena, getting the glue in the guitar. Okay. Start off. As I said before too, I don't really like using tape, but it's nice for starting things out. So I'll put a piece of tape here.
Have you tried the brown tape?
No, I'm not into too much tape. Like, I'll use the green tape. I find the blue tape's too expensive. There's even, I think, red tape now that's apparently supposed to be pretty wicked. But, have you tried the brown tape?
What's the difference? What's the brown?
I feel like a Stumac brown tape?
Yeah, they sell it. You want some glue rope?
No, I got mine here. I won't buy tape from Stumac. To pay Stumac for tape and then shipping, it's like I might as well just feed my dog money. Just certain things from Stumac, but if I can get anything locally, I'll get it locally.
You never know, it might be one of those situations where things you're too fond of Stumac before and you kind of come around a little bit.
No, you're totally right. No, and some things are totally worth a try. But
They got good stuff, but they rip you off on a lot of stuff.
yeah, and that's the thing. I just don't quite want to give them all my money. So I'm tying this very tightly. Like it's not going to be loose. There we go. This is a good angle now. So then I'll go back and push these wedges in nice and firmly.
Do we put a little clamp on
We
the
could,
box?
if you want to, you can use a Clemency cam clamp, but after one piece of rope is on, it's usually pretty firm, it's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, that's why. Let's put the tape on first. And then,
So you're just going in order, crisscrossing?
yeah, you know, some guys, the way they do it just a beautiful, fancy pattern. Looks like a spider web, it's very symmetrical. But the way that I usually end up doing it is in such a way that I just try to evenly distribute tension while
Watching the squeeze out?
yeah, I'll just see if everything's tight. And then if there's a spot that's not tight, I'll just put more rope there. So you can figure out a method that works for you. But I don't get too carried away in the mathematical symmetry of this because everything has a different requirement. Now before I go any further, I will take more wedges. Put any more wedges into any crevices here. Okay, so now I've got a wedge in between each piece of rope. And then I'll tie the upper boat now. And then I'll probably add about 2 or 3 more pieces of rope right now. And then I will cut them to length. Yes. The binding, yeah. The rope. Yeah, that would be not. Yeah, the brown tape, eh? Maybe the brown tape is good. And you call this spade there, James.
What's the difference?
I'm afraid of trying out too many things from Stu Mac.
All I've heard is this. The brown tape is just a little bit better than the green and blue tape. Something about the tap.
I should be really straight up. One of the reasons that I don't like using tape is with spruce. Tape rips spruce.
Okay.
It no matter what, tape always will pull off spruce. So you put a piece of tape on your soundboard. You put 39 pieces of tape on your soundboard, and when you're removing it, especially in the upper and the lower boat ends, it just tears it and it makes it so you have these little areas where the spruce has been torn such a thin way, but you have to actually sand your top thinner in those spots just to make it look nicer. So then it doesn't work. Whereas the only spot where the rope will actually stick to your spruce is where the glue is. And the glue actually kind of protects your spruce because the rope will let go of the glue, but the glue will still be stuck to the spruce. And then you sand it or scrape it off.
So it's good for applying pressure, but be cautious with this using this tape on soft couplings like spruce.
So then you can only really use it on the back, you know. I don't know. It's I love rope. And you can use it over and over and over again. It's not as though like the rope has a, you know, single use. Hello? Hey Kim, how's it going, man? Good to see you, sir. Doing binding today. What's that? Oh no, you see, get in there, man. You're just improving the quality, you know? It's just got better looking. So, this should be probably tied up well enough. But if you want to just take a close-up look, the binding here is it's not totally sitting square. So I'm just going to take this little Allen key. I'm just going to push it inwards to make it so it actually is sitting nice and tight. And squeeze it. So I do actually believe that I should go even a little further. Put another piece or two in here just to make sure that it's sitting square.
The angle the string's going on affect how square it is, or how square the binding is sitting?
With this particular guitar, because the guitar is significantly smaller than the roping jig, the rope isn't pulling straight down as much. With your guitars, because they're a little bit larger, it will be easier. So, but this is just something to keep an eye on. But it should be just fine. I'm not worried. I'm just taking note of it. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of rope in the waist, and then I'll trim it.
down, you tie like that.
Yeah, totally, man. It's a popular method among many men and women. They kind of like it sometimes, eh? As long as there's no glue stuck on it. It gets sharp with the glue.
That's what she said.
No, you know what? When I was on tour with that band, the sound guy was my roommate, and I had to listen to this guy, and it drove me nuts. But he was always pulling up pictures. Like, yeah, see this girl? This is somebody I maintain back home. And then I'd see this woman who's all tied up. It's like, dude, don't show me that. I don't want to see that. It's not my business. But yeah, rope works apparently.
Shouldn't have to tie them up.
No. No, you shouldn't have to tie him up. But,
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
okay, so now I'm pretty happy with the way those are sitting now. So there's the fake wood, fake rosewood handled saws. For this, I will. You might want to zoom in on this one. What I'm going to do is figure out where my center line is. It's kind of nice to be symmetrical. So in order to make it symmetrical, I'll make sure I have my center line marked, which is right here. Yeah, I'll move it over right here so it's the center of the butt strip. So what I'm going to do is take this saw here, and I'm going to have it tighten. What we can even do, this is when the tape comes in handy. Tape is a temporary clamp. Never trust tape 100%. Just trust it a bit. Unless it's that red tuck tape. Red tuck tape. Good.
Oh, that's for car repair.
Yeah. So now I'm going to cut just straight up and down. Now, as you can guess, if I go any further, I'll start cutting my end flash and my back. I just wanted to get a nice centered spot there, and then take a wedge. Nice thing with the wedge is it slide in right there. Again, I might make this look easier than it actually is. I might not make it look easy either.
You're making it look easy. I'm a little worried.
Yeah. There you go. The rich light is more difficult to cut than the rosewood. Yeah, the rosewood will cut like. Yeah, I was gonna say butter, then I thought, it'll cut like rosewood. As you can see, I'm still cutting this little piece of rich light. This rich light is hard, and there we go. Okay, so there's the one piece. And then I am going to make the attempt cutting it so it's 10,000ths of an inch or 6,000ths of an inch longer than it needs to be. And then I'll trim it back with a sharp chisel. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to grab my 3/8. Just a hair.
Would fret nippers work for this?
Might compress the lid.
No, if you take a look, I just shaved off a piece of rich light that's probably 6,000ths of an inch thick. They would just ravage them. So now it fits really nicely at the bottom. There's still a gap, and it needs to be tighter. So this is going to be quite lovely. I'm not taking anything off the top, just the bottom. The idea is to see if I can get it so it's, ooh, look at that. That's pretty slick, man. I'm going to take a tiny bit more, and then I think it'll be. Should be pretty alright. And we could shave off another couple thou. Now if I get it really tight,